We, the people of the United States, in order to
No!
form a more perfect
No!
union,
No!
establish
Shut
justice,
the
ensure
fuck
domestic
up!
tranquility,
Shut the
provide for
fuck
the common
up!
defense, promote the general
No!
welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to
I
ourselves and
don't
our posterity. Do
I don't
ordain and
agree.
establish this
No.
Constitution for the United States of America.
No. I
Is that
don't
a good
agree with
preamble?
this. That's a horrible preamble.
I heard you say great. You're about to
No,
say it.
I thought about it and then I realized no, fuck America. Now I don't even know where to go from here. We the people of America. We the people of Cursed Ones, aka me and Radicole. A few sessions ago, we were thinking. This is going well. This is going so good
And I'm
already.
just confused by the few sessions ago. It's been like months, I feel like.
So a couple thousand months ago, during the boat arc, there was mention of me doing a quick one-shot with Cole and how that was going to be a bookmark and that you'd slot in the bookmark and it would make sense. It is here many months later and we are finally doing the bookmark at the end of the arc after that.
We have jobs.
Yes. We have jobs.
Vacation.
We did have a vacation. So we had jobs and a vacation, and on that vacation, we did not play any D&D because vacation, staycation, woo!
Not a staycation.
It was not a staycation. We're unfortunately back at work, but today is like the one day we could arrange after forever of waiting to do this bookmark. So we're finally here. We're gonna do it. Thank you for watching this preamble, and hello, YouTube viewers. This is your exclusive
You're
YouTube
tweeting that
content.
all, right?
I might
that's
edit it
fine.
out. But if it doesn't get edited out, then hello to all of my one viewers on YouTube. Thank you for tuning in. And hello to my fellow Cursed Ones players who are probably going to watch this, aka Cece. I see you. I know that you're going to watch this. So hello, Cece.
I think we could have come up with a better open book.
I'm sorry. I don't know if it's good to start off a D&D stream with We the People of
It's
America.
not a string.
Oh, fuck, it's not a stream. Anyways, this is gonna be, like, partially chaotic, because we are best friends.
Yeah,
And
we're pretty chill. We're chillax.
we're very vibes. We're very vibes. And we're about to have to roleplay some heavy shit. Some intense shit.
I'm sure I'm in a great mood for that after reading the preamble.
Yeah, no, exactly. Me too. I'm very giggly. I can't stop laughing right now. And I have like a ton of coffee here for myself. So this is gonna go great.
I'm gonna be awake now.
That's the point. I need to be awake for this this one shot.
I have a water bottle.
Congratulations. Should we just go ahead and begin?
I think we've rambled on enough.
I think we have. It's been 3 minutes. So, without further ado, welcome to, I guess what I'm just gonna call the bookmark. It's finally here. All right, and allow me to begin.
Ryder, it's Gilly. 25 words, 25 words. Your gun is done. It's my best work yet. Give it a shot, why don't you? What the? No, Ryder!
You wake up to a sensation unlike any before. The sensation of being pulled back from the kiss of death, if it could be called that. You wake up to darkness and pain. After for a moment closing your eyes and seeing a golden light, instead you wake up to, once again, the familiar sensation of nothing. You feel your back pressed against an uncomfortable wooden table. A couple of splinters poke uncomfortably around your shoulder blades. Nobody bothered to put a pillow beneath your head. It aches from both the neck and the top of the head, where you feel the discomfort of a wound suturing itself in scabbing. There's a stab wound on top of your head, covered in a layer of gel-like slime that typically finds itself settling in the early stages of a scab, but Despite this, you're long rested. You can't quite be sure how deep the wound lies. The brain doesn't have pain receptors, but you feel stinging acid burns down your arms and the bruised pain of teeth marks against your neck. It takes a moment for your ears to adjust to the layers of sound around you, but when they do, the first thing you hear is the distressed noises of Walter. And I would like you to roll perception.
All right. Nope, that is the preamble.
That is. Did you open up the Constitution of the United States again?
I think I clicked on every wrong tab.
Nice. Congratulations.
That is going to be 19.
19? Perfect.
Yep.
The noise hums for a moment in a synchronized rhythm, a buzz of tinnitus ringing and voices that echo at different distances and lengths. There's a crooning of wood, glass jars that rattle like bones. From the crash of metal against wood, you can tell that the room you're in is small. It smells medical, like blood, the saline slime of leeches and vinegar sweat. You're in the medical bay. You remember that smell. And you are most certainly not alone. As you feel the senses and the rest of your extremities resume function, you hear two voices begin to speak out in this room around you. I'm gonna quickly turn this music down that I have playing. And that is not what they're saying, for reference.
Yeah, it's too loud.
Guys, turn it down. We cannot have a Cursed One stream without me fiddling with audio. All right.
Why so upset? I'm only here to help. Is that too hard to accept, Lyrikvost? That was the name you used, right? Or was that Tiamos's name? Don't speak his name, you witch. Well, should you not be concerned with the state of your son?
He is not my son!
Then why so defensive? Why come after me in such urgency? Surely, you don't want him dead. Why else did you try so hard to resuscitate him? Why is it now that in my grace do you seem to want to give up when I offer you my aid?
I just need to know what you did. You aren't helping, and I know it. You're with him, and I know it. You're with Genesis, and I just want to put a fucking end to this. I just want to stop being fucking haunted by that...
What? Are you debating on whether to call your own son a thing? I really don't have respect for women like you.
Oh, and I bet you're some saint of parenting, aren't you? I didn't ask for this. Fine, want me to be some shitty caricature of a mom? I can do that because I'm not a fucking mother. That thing took everything from me. He ruined my fucking life. So for the love of the gods and the fucking colossi your people killed, tell me what you did. Why does he have that eye, huh? Who the fuck are you? Are you even real? Or are you just another little shit concoction my brain made up to fucking keep tormenting me over the monster that popped out of me, huh? Say something! The voice turns to address you.
Welcome back to the land of the living, Ryder. Pleasure for you to join us.
Oh, fuck you, you little bitch. It is now that you kind of reorient your senses. One voice you can tell, Praveen Fairwhistle.
Yeah.
The other, with a 19, it's the voice that gave you the eye.
Oh. Okay. Not going to help me quite much in determining who this fellow is.
Exactly.
Sorry for the British accent.
That's okay, it happens to the best of us.
I guess he'll probably... There's a lot to take in, you know, after nearly dying. So, he's probably just... You said he's laying down, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he'll probably just reorient himself up and just... hello?
Okay, great. You're awake now. I'm just gonna hope that you didn't hear half of that. Hello, Ryder. We have a bit of a problem on our hands right now. Many problems, actually, but the main thing being this woman in front of us right now. Can you get up and get your guns ready?
I don't even know who that is.
It's let's just say that an enemy. Let's just say an enemy. That doesn't exactly give him a proper explanation of what is going on here, Praveen, and you should really know that. I'm not here to fight, if that means anything. I'm simply here to talk. I just simply want to help out.
Do you want to introduce yourself?
Are we at that point yet? I'm not sure. Oh, what the hell? Might as well. Life or death stakes and all. Roxanne Marlowe. Pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to make your acquaintance once again. We've met before. I hope you remember.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if, because I know that's Arden's mother.
Yes. You have
and
not
I'm pretty
met...
sure it's been mentioned.
It has been mentioned that Arden's last name is Marlowe. But alongside this, you once again recognize her voice as the one who has given you the eye.
True. I'm just, I feel like Roxanne's been mentioned.
Yeah, Roxanne has definitely been mentioned.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to figure out if Ryder would recognize,
Do you want to roll history for it?
I mean, I suppose I can, but I feel like I just don't know how deep we got into the Roxanne stuff.
How deep we went,
like, yeah,
I believe that
this
Arden...
is my mom.
Arden has mentioned Roxanne before, I'm almost certain at this point. If not in character, then I am absolutely certain that when Ryder first met Arden in those sewers, and they walked up, I'm sure in that time, Arden would have rambled on about how cool her mom, Roxanne, is. Because
Very
Arden
possible.
loves rambling about her mom. So I'm just gonna, say that.
I got a 15, so...
A 15? We'll say that, yes, the name immediately rings a bell in your head.
Yeah.
If not Roxanne, then Marlowe as well. It just perfectly threads
Yeah.
together.
So I feel like he'll just respond like, you? That was you?
Well, you seem to know of me. I mean, beyond our previous engagements, but I suppose the answer is yes, me. I am me.
Your kid is kind of latched on to our group here.
And I thank you for that. You're doing such a good job of taking care of her, and I have to just say that I appreciate you letting her into the group. Makes me very proud as a mother.
I don't think we're babysitters, and I'm pretty sure that kid can kill, defend, anything on her own.
Exactly, but still, it's good to have people looking out for the people you care about. I'm sure even you have gotten into a couple of scrapes that, without help, you would have perhaps died from. Take moments ago, perhaps.
Sure, we all have those moments.
Yes, we all do, which is why we need support behind us. Yeah, and this is not the support that you're getting. Look, Ryder, I don't know what she did, but she did something to you. I don't trust her. You should not trust her. Okay? This is not normal.
What do you think changed? I mean, I know who this is now. I recognize the voice.
And she gave you that eye. That's not... Do you not understand the correlation here? I've been trying to figure out who the fuck gave you this eye, and it's her. Do you know who she works with?
I don't even know what this is capable of.
Yeah, neither do I, and that's the problem here, is that she won't tell me any of that shit right now, and we need to know, because whatever that is, that eye haunts people. That shit follows you forever, so what the fuck is your game giving that to him? Once again, so much hostility right now. I mean, seriously, where is this all coming from? I've not done a thing except heal your son. I only wish to help. The eye is quite simply a gift. As I said before, it's something I've given to you for you to protect. That's all.
I guess that's what I'm doing.
Exactly. And so long as you are protecting it, myself and others will be watching over you to protect you. Quite a shame that someone who supposedly should care about you would go ahead and so feverishly reject that sort of help and guidance. Fascinating to me, but what do I know? I'm only a mother who loves their daughter. I'm not a mother who hates their son.
I think we all know I basically don't have any parents, and I'm not going to say there's any obligation there.
Thank
So.
you. Okay. You're claiming that you're claiming that it's just a gift, but why? Why did you change him? Why did you change him? You haven't explained that, you know? And would you stop talking? I cannot think. Why did you?
What changed?
It's just, you have to trust me on this. Something's wrong with you. Something's wrong with you. Something's wrong with this place that we're in. Something's changed, and I know it. And Praveen, you are a deeply unstable and delusional woman. Take a deep breath. I understand why you would be so nervous to accept this level of help, but sometimes it needs to be given. You just need to take a step back and realize that not everyone in the world is seeking to abandon you in a plane and, force you to have a child against her will. Not everyone is doing that. Praveen is snarling next to you right now, Ryder. She is fucking just... You can hear the gritted teeth, you can hear, the strained breath, you can hear the anger.
I hardly even understand what's going on right now. Or what you want me to do.
I'm not looking for anything in particular. You're doing a great job as it is. Things are going fine in this interaction, quite frankly. The only problem here is me trying to calm your delusional, birther down. Suppose I don't really think that you want to use the word mother, nor do I for her, but I'm just trying to keep the situation calm and as it is. I'm simply a third party in this. I have no stake in how this turns out. The only thing I have stake in is protecting Ryder and the Eye. So, whatever you think I did, I'm sincerely sorry, but, well, quite frankly, all I've done is try to help. And if you could just stop snarling, salivating, gnashing your teeth like some rabid animal, then that would be quite appreciated. Could you please get a leash on that woman?
Okay, my question though is that are we in reality right now? I hardly process what just happened. Is this... Where are we?
We're in a dead zone. I'm certain of it. We're in a dead zone, but we're not in the Outlands. And that's the problem, is that I've been looking and there's no key, and I don't know how it got here. And when you were knocked out, it just, everything in this place just started changing for just a moment, and it didn't make any sense. So whatever this thing is, and it's reacting to you in a way, and I don't understand it, which is why I need to know what the fuck you did. You're not sure who she is addressing when she says that.
Okay. What I did or what she did?
I don't know what anyone did to make this a reality. We're stuck in here with that thing out there. This ship is practically going down at this point. Something is happening. I don't know what's happening. I don't know where we are other than the fact that we're in a dead zone inexplicably out of nowhere, and I know for a fact that we're not in the Outlands, so what is going on here? This is addressed to the fucking woman in front of us, by the way. She kind of stomps her heel in at you, Ryder.
Considering I can't give you an answer, I figured.
Quite frankly, that's not my problem. You're the ones who are from the Outlands to begin with. I've never set foot in such a dingy place. nor do I have any intention to. So, anything that happens in regards to dead zones, the Outlands, that's not my problem. I know many things, but I'm not all-knowing, unlike others. I am simply a third party looking to help. Quite frankly, you should just accept this. There we go. Transaction over. The rest of this nonsense you guys can deal with yourselves. I would prefer if I could have a moment, though, to speak with Ryder on his lonesome. Of course, if you would grant that, Praveen. But I don't know if you will. Yeah, no, why the fuck would I? I don't trust you. At all. And
I'll be fine.
I'm just trying to help you here. I mean, she's clearly... something's wrong with her. She's powerful, okay? And I don't give a shit about you, but
She wants me alive right now, okay? I'm not get answers if you go.
Don't you listen to a fucking word she says. Don't you believe any word that comes out of her mouth. Do you hear me?
I think I've learned to think for my own. I've been that way for most of my life.
You hear the sound of hooves stomping on the ground as the door opens and slams, and the whole boat lurches for a moment, just like this uncomfortable rocking that almost sends you hurtling forward out of the ship. You hear in the distance the sounds of clear fighting from outside of this place. A serious sovereign struggle is happening right outside this door, but as the door kind of closes and seals once again and shuts up, it all kind of disappears. As almost, it's as if the room has been soundproofed. So no real sound can escape, none can really get in either. You get the sense, by the way that the air feels, that you are inside some sort of a spell. But it doesn't seem to be affecting you in any way, it just seems to be affecting the quality of the air and the noise getting in. Well...
Can you guess?
No. Well... Now that failure of a woman is out of the room, I'm... First of all, glad we can see eye to eye on the fact that, she is... well...
Look, first of all, we're not seeing eye to eye anywhere. In more ways than one. I'm just here to get answers.
And I will provide as many as I can. She quite literally takes a fucking sip from something. Now, the first thing, I just want to say is that I know for a fact that you are quite powerful, but not quite in tune with that side of you. Since you didn't have that failure of a mother around, no one was there to show you just how special you are. And that's why I gave you this eye. It's to help you. The only problem is, I suppose I probably should have explained it just a little bit more. Especially to someone who doesn't properly know the function of eyes. You see, they guide you to where you need to go. They guide you to see deeper into the world. To see in general into the world, but in this case to see a little bit more than what's just on the surface. It is to give you guidance. If you ask for its help, you'd be shocked by the power that you have.
Why would I want guidance from something I can't trust?
Who's to say that you can't trust it? I mean, you've kept it by your side for so long. Allow me to propose you a scenario as well. I happen to know a couple things that perhaps most people don't about your guys' adventures. I see things here and there from a little spot in the sky I like to peer down from. Not that you would be well acquainted with it, but I quite am. And from the things I've seen, you've hardly let that thing leave your side. Wonderful. I mean, of course, that's what I instructed of you. And there was a purpose for that. The purpose was to, well, keep you in line. Now, of course, I never agree with the way the Praveen talks about you. I noticed that you were awake while she was busy calling you a thing, an it, a monster. I don't like that terminology. I prefer the term a special individual, much like my daughter. You guys are very alike in that way. Deeply untapped potential and needing some safeguards just to keep things from spiraling out of control, mentally, physically, magically, the like. And well, the thing I saw that I want to make quick notice of is, in Wolvenshire, you were fighting with that wretched abomination known as One, if I seem to recall correctly. Was that right?
Yeah.
During that encounter, I was making quite the note of what exactly was happening on your side of fights, as I tend to do. Like I said, always good to have someone watching out and looking over you. And I seem to notice that for but a moment you didn't really uphold your side of the obligation I gave you to keep on to that thing. It was taken from your side from but a moment. And
What
well...
was I supposed to do to that?
Oh.
It's just strapped on.
And yes, well, I think that that's a good solution. I think that there are other ways to possibly secure it, but that's up to you to decide. I think the more pressing thing here is to, well, I don't really like to just explain the obvious. I prefer to guide people in the right direction. I find that's the best way when teaching people, like my daughter. Now, that all happened in Wolvenshire, right? And, well, looking at this ship's records, I would like to inform you that initially this voyage docked in Wolvenshire. That's when it picked up its cast and crew and set forth onto the water, wherefore it picked you all up in Yashendale and is now heading towards Eros. Now, if you look back at the logbooks, for years this ship has had a plentiful crew. Though, only on this recent voyage, when setting out to Wolvenshire, the numbers started dwindling day from day. And it seems Praveen has done one thing right, which is show you that you folk aren't exactly alone on this ship. And
That thing?
precisely, that thing out there. That thing that keeps singing. Right now we can't exactly hear it, thanks to me, but it gets into your mind, doesn't it? Now, I suppose then, what I want to draw your attention to is that, once again, she did make a correct assessment in saying that we are, in fact, in a dead zone. How fascinating. That only did actually happen in the Outlands before now. And so, with all those pieces in play, I will allow you to construct a narrative for yourself. We can workshop it a bit. If you have any questions, then let me know, but that is the gist of things.
Are you telling me that I might just be the cause of it? That it's following me?
Perhaps, yes.
But why? What is special about me? Why am I the one to be guided by this thing?
Well, quite frankly, because you're different to everyone else in the Outlands. Has Praveen told you already the story of your miraculous conception? I mean, it's not really something that a mother would immediately want to bestow upon their daughter. I mean, or son, rather. I'm thinking more of mine. But...
I've heard.
Well, then you know, don't you?
Outside of character, I forget the exact story, but I do
The
know.
the Outlands appeared the moment Ryder was born.
Right. And I forgot how he was born exactly. There was something.
Genesis went in. Genesis just bonked.
Right,
not in the sex way, but just tap tap, bam, demon spawn.
Right.
Miraculous
okay.
conception, but make it horror.
So yes, he does know.
Yes.
But what does that do for me?
Well, that is something that you have to make of yourself.
I can't exactly guide you on what you want to do with this information. I just thought that, well, considering the circumstances, that you might want to know.
Everything I've been told about this eye is something bad, and now you want me to follow it and grow to my full potential, and why?
Because, despite my allegiance to the eye above, there's truthfully only one thing I care about. And that is the lives of my loved ones. The people I care about more than anything in the world, more than you, more than the eye in the sky, more than anything that I follow, more than any other doctrine that I subscribe to. I personally find my life's work to be being a mother. And what does a mother want other than the world that is the safest and best and most wonderful for their child? Of course, you wouldn't know this, having grown up without one, and having reconnected with, quite frankly, a mess of one. But I'll tell you from my experience, at least, that even though I've never been to the Outlands, I know what it's like to live in a place of constant horror, of endless tragedy, of endless chaos. And, well, letting you out into the world, while it's a good thing, I'm glad the Outlands have been liberated, don't get me wrong, it's good to find unity within the disconnected parts of the past and the future. I want to keep the world safe for my daughter, until the time comes where you're needed more. And for now, letting that wild, chaotic Pandora's box be let out, unlocking that door, I suppose in terms of a metaphor that would fit more with your ensemble there, unlocking that door would make the world a lot less safe for her. Especially in such close...
Why trust me with this task?
Why? I trust you with the... Sorry. Let me just quickly... Good stuff.
I really lost it there, didn't I?
I'm not the one who entrusted this with you. It was a mutual agreement with, my benefactor from above. As I've kind of been alluding to, it's less that you are protecting it and more that it is protecting you and everyone around you. If you want to see the disastrous effects that come of you not protecting it, then, well, I can't give you sight, but I can let your other senses roam free, see what's happening on this boat around you. It's chaos out there, my friend. People are dying. Lots of them are. So long as it's not my daughter, I'm all right with it, but just as a point...
She snaps her fingers, and that kind of silence bubble around you leaves, and you just hear screaming. You hear chaos, bloodshed, just like the sound of weapons, like firing, shooting. You hear the sounds of your party outside, just like their throats completely like torn, guttural, yelling out in pain. She snaps her fingers again. It goes quiet once more.
And you're saying that's because of this? And he points down towards the eye. Or...
That's what happens when you don't have that. Have I made my point clear, or do you have any more questions for me?
So you want me, for some reason, to protect this so your daughter doesn't die?
Something along that line.
I still just don't understand why... There's many other people you could have chosen. I'm still hung up on that.
No, I couldn't have. Because once again, I feel the need to stress, even though I propose this to you as something that you would protect, it is in fact protecting everyone around you from you. Let's call it an inhibitor, shall we?
Then what's wrong with me?
That's not really my place to say. I mean, many things, likely, as evident by how messed up your mother is. But in terms of this particular thing, I can say you are just very similar to my daughter. That'll make more sense to you in probably the future, but, well, some things, unfortunately, for the sake of my benefactor, I cannot disclose other than speaking as close to the truth as I can possibly muster. A little bit of a skirting of the rules, but you guys share some blood commonalities, we'll say.
Okay.
Yes.
Considering how I was born, I'm not sure that's a good sign.
Not particularly, in my opinion, but I mean, my daughter's perfect. Maybe you turned out well as well, but what I'm getting to the gist here is, once again, that kind of, the thread that I'm trying to stretch here is, well, we have the circumstances of your birth. I give you this eye. Right when the Outlands are liberated, that was on purpose, so we have the birth. Outlands liberated, I give you this eye. It's removed for you for just a moment in the material plane. There's a dead zone. My goodness. Where did this come from? Fascinating, isn't it? That's about all I will give, though. Just out of obligation, really. I would love to sit here and explain things more to you, but, well, as a good teacher, I have to let some students come to the conclusion on their own.
I think I understand now.
Good. Glad I can make myself clear. Glad I can make a good acquaintance with you. With that in mind, do you understand now why it's so important that you hold on to that gift of mine that I gave you?
Think I do?
Wonderful. Then it seems that we're all on the same page here. Well, if you don't have any more questions for me, I suppose I should take my leave. I think there's someone else in this boat looking to speak with you, but, well, I'm the only thing keeping them from being in here right now. And as much as I would love to keep that from happening, well, I have other obligations than just watching over this party. I'm a busy woman.
He doesn't really say much to this. He's more just taking it all in,
Yes.
and considering the implications. He doesn't feel the need to say bye to Roxanne.
Got it. Oh, I just want to say, you do such a good job taking care of that little one in the Outlands. I check on her when you can. The Outlands door has been left unlocked. Who knows what could wander inside? You feel a pat on your shoulder. Oh, and thank you once again for helping my daughter join you all. Much like you, she's special and doesn't know it yet. Take care of her for me. If you don't, I'll beat you bloody with the corpse of that halfling girl, and I'll gouge your useless eyes out of their sockets with your keys. You feel
I'd like
your
to see
key.
you try if it comes to that.
You hear the jangling of keys, and you feel one of your own keys being held up, kind of right underneath your socket. Oh, that won't be a problem for me. In fact, I think that this one would fit perfectly. She drags it down your face and throws the keychain back to you, to which you catch it in the air. Take care, friend. We'll be in touch. She claps her hand twice, and you just hear like a through the side of the boat, and then in a sudden jolt of movement and like air kind of rushing past you all, both the silence spell is broken, and you hear just a splash down in the distance, as you also hear the sound of like planks refilling where they previously were.
Okay.
and you are left to the sounds of chaos on this boat. It's shouting, muffled chaos. It almost sounds underwater, far from your grasp, as if it's in a dream. It's a familiar quality. The muffled screams of hands begging to clash against the walls of a dead zone, the sound of allies fighting for their lives. Now, as you hear it, you realize that because this sensation is so familiar to you that it almost entirely slipped past you. But indeed, you are in the dead zone. And just as you hear...
No, for sure.
And just as you hear all the chaos unfolding around you, it all of a sudden vanishes. And suddenly, just like that, there's silence again. But it's a different quality to the one that Praveen put up. Would you like to do anything?
I guess try and perceive what's going on.
Roll
Not
perception.
with my eyes.
Roll perception with your ears.
That is not a good roll.
No.
That's 6, so...
6, 6,
Yep.
6. You honestly, for a second, wonder if a sudden explosion had rang out and you might have just lost your hearing or something. Or honestly, you might just assume that Roxanne came back for some reason, but you're not sure why it's vanished. It just has.
Then I think after that, he'll probably fully stand up now. And since he heard, at least, the chaos going on upstairs, he'll probably try and find the door to exit this med bay.
All right. So you hear the sounds of your own hooves against the cherry wood floor, and you begin to walk towards the door. And as you reach your hand out and go to kind of like paw around looking for a handle, to what you assume to be the location of the door based on both intuition alongside Walter probably screeching out some directions.
And also the little tiny bit of was it tremor sense?
Echolocation, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, it was more echolocation. Got it.
You manage to find the handle. And as you wrap your hand around it, you realize that it's wet and sticky. You can kind of push a fingernail up into it, and something kind of thick and gummy like slides up off the top of it, covering it.
Okay, well, I have an idea of what this might be, but it's kind of hard to tell when I can't see. So I think he's still gonna try and turn it like it's a doorknob, I guess. You know?
You wrap your hand around it, kind of like gross noises, and you find as you kind of bring your hand up to the side, it hits another one that has this kind of grainy texture to its bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of, once again, like fold your hand underneath it, trying to now get both of them, hoping that those two would have the secrets to opening this door. But the more you kind of feel around, the more it's starkly apparent that you are not touching a doorknob.
I figured, but you know, won't know until you try.
Yeah. Do you want to?
No. Once I realize, oh, this is not opening a door, I'm not gonna try more.
All right. Do you like remove your hand and such from the area?
Yeah.
Okay. So, in a moment of just thinking for a second and letting kind of that sensation of almost like gooey slime and like the way that it kind of pushes around on top of it, there's this sudden realization as you run your fingernail across it that it would be a familiar sensation to you. In the Outlands, obviously there's no real way to clean your teeth, so a common habit would be to scrape the plaque right off.
Yeah.
That is the same sensation you feel right now. You draw your hand back and just hear right in front of you.
Oh, I see. Teeth.
Yes.
Got it.
As two teeth bite down, just clamp down with heavy, like, incisor noises, like, right in front of you. And your hand just moves out of the way just in time. And you suddenly hear and feel breath against the back of your neck. It feels sticky against the thin shaved fur on your lower cervical. As you realize, kind of as your feet readjust, as your hooves slam into the cherry wood, with that little bit of echolocation you can feel, the room is smaller than it was before.
Playing the Hydra again?
Do you want a perception, or what do you want to say or do?
Can try again.
Sure.
9 this time.
9? For all you know, you might be in the Hydra again.
Okay, so it's not too obvious.
Yeah, it's not obvious to you.
Well, if things were to bite me around the room... So, I know the direction the teeth came from, right?
Yes, right in front of you. Like,
oh, you know what? If breath is coming behind me, then I should just turn around.
Yeah, there's breath behind you, and then there's also directly in front of you where the teeth were.
So I don't think I'm inside of anything, then, because how would
you can logic
work?
that.
Yeah. And so... I think, instead of going to so there's breath in front of me and behind me, I think he's gonna try and feel around to the left of him then, to get a sense of what this room is.
You quickly shoot out a hand, like, to your left, and immediately, once again, just, like, as your hands grip onto something, you just feel your nails, like, scrape against plaque, and as you, like, probably quickly pull back, like, the underneath of your fingernails is just entirely gross, like, mucky plaque inside of all of it.
Okay. So, teeth all around me, it seems.
Teeth all around. Front, behind, and left.
Yeah, figured. Well, look, I haven't checked the right yet, I guess.
You kind of, like, hesitantly... actually, you describe how you're doing this. Go right ahead.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, man, do I have anything that would be, like, a good pokey poke?
Pokey pokey?
I mean, I do have my rifle that, you know, I've used as, like, a stick.
Do you want to, like, pull out, like, your rifle real quick and then just, like, turn it around and try and poke?
Well, he'll probably use that to test the right this time, just to reduce the risk of losing a hand.
Cool, yeah. So you flip it out of your keychain and probably just like...
poke it, yeah.
Yeah, okay. You give it a quick poke to the side. It goes right through the air.
Okay,
you feel something wet drop on top of your head and roll down your cheek. Saliva.
Okay. I'm gonna try that right side if I didn't hit anything. You
did not hit anything.
Yeah, and he'll put his rifle back up and then go over in that direction to feel around.
You tentatively take your steps forward. Probably just, like, are you going, like, hand first, like, kind of wading forwards?
Yeah, probably just prepared and ready in case something is there, but also, obviously not, like, walking straight forward into the unknown.
With every single step you take, you feel another breath out on the back of your neck that makes your hairs, like, kind of right back there, like, depress inwards. And it doesn't take long for you to reach the wood of the wall. You place a hand against it, kind of feeling up and down, looking desperately at this point. Actually, probably not desperately, just, like, looking probably as calm as you possibly can stay in this situation for the doorknob. There's no doorknob on this wall.
Okay. Well, if the other side's are teeth, and this is the only wooden wall, right?
Yes.
He's gonna try and kick it.
Kick the wall?
Yeah.
All right, roll to hit.
Does it feel? Hang on. When he has been feeling it, does it feel like sturdy wood?
It's like, sturdy cherry wood.
Okay.
But you can attempt to kick
it. These are the old walls of a ship long forgotten.
This is a very well put together ship, I will say. This is like Steed Bonnet cherrywood ship where everything is like really well constructed. And if you get stabbed into a wall, like, it's gonna take some effort to get the sword out.
Then I believe maybe I should just shoot it.
The wall?
Well, you know what? I supposedly have that new gun now,
You
right?
do, actually.
Okay. So actually at the start of the session, I was trying to find
Did you
where
find
you
it?
sent it. I didn't, no.
No! Hang on! I'm gonna find it, I swear to
I
God.
feel like a shotgun that has fire qualities might be useful here.
Yeah, hang on. Fire, damn it. Fire. Please.
You sent it to me as a picture. That's the thing. That's the thing
Fuck.
that makes it hard to find.
Fuck! I sent it as a picture, I'm so dumb.
You did. It was a
No!
stat block.
No! Gun? Baba Booey? A new gun? Could this be it?
Is it?
The intense music is ramping up.
No, that's not it.
Got it. I found it.
You found
Hang
it?
on.
Okay.
Yes, I'm pinning it. The intense music right now is blaring on my stream.
There it is.
Yeah!
Okay. Then I think he'll kind of instead fiddle around with his keys, and then until he kind of like after flipping through them finds the one that feels very unfamiliar to him, and so he realizes this is the one that somehow he's been given. I have no idea how that's happened, but he's not gonna question it. A fire shotgun right now sounds very useful.
Yes.
So I'm gonna pull that out.
You pull it out, and from a key that kind of like has this long golden neck, and the front face of it, like where the normal loop would be at the top, instead it tapers off into like almost a tiny sculpture of a dragon with wings outspread. And as you do kind of like your normal gesture to turn it into a gun, it kind of unfurls around you almost like a ruby weapon, where it like different parts of it stack on top of one another and click into place like here and there. You hear steam fire off to the side of it as it's like being loaded. You feel the heat that comes off of the front muzzle of it, and as it clicks together, a giant dragon skull like unfurls around the top and clamps down, where steam just shoots out from the mouth threateningly.
Well, he couldn't see any of that, so I think what he's gonna do.
I will describe it
is gonna
for
see
the
something.
audience.
I know. He's just not amazed.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. What he's probably gonna try and do is just kind of get a feel of the gun for the first time and find, where the trigger is, where it'd be best to hold it on the end. I'm very knowledgeable in guns.
Yes. As all Americans are.
But after he gets it ready, gets firm grip where he knows he can hold this and not, kill himself.
Yes.
I think he's gonna face this wall and just try and blast a hole through it.
The wall? Got it.
Yeah, the wall.
Alright, fuck yeah. Roll to hit.
Alright. It's a wall. Hopefully I don't have to roll too high.
Yeah.
Hopefully I don't have to roll too high.
Hopefully you don't have to... What did you get?
So once again, Dex plus proficiency, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's only a 12.
Only a 12. Let me quickly see, because I believe that different materials have statistics in D&D, and let me quickly check what wood is. Wood is 15.
Really?
Yeah.
Right in front of my face.
I know, but it's like DC to do damage to it. This is like...
How dare the wall do this to me?
I'm sorry. It's a
I'm
powerful...
I'm okay with the rules. I'm not saying I'm not.
All right.
I'm just surprised that a wall has an AC of 15.
Frankly, I am shocked at this too. Okay, paper has an AC of 11. What the fuck?
Paper?
Paper. Yeah,
What do I have to do?
and it's the same AC as cloth, which is like hard to rip.
It's stronger, but if you
Yeah,
get a tear in it,
you can
that's
get it-
also pretty easy. But
Yeah. Wood is the
Okay.
same as bone. What did you get, actually?
I got a 12.
Fuck it, that hits. I make the fucking rules here. So what are you attempting to do with this, by the way?
Huh?
What are you attempting to do? Like, make a hole?
Yes, he's either trying to burst through the wall, or catch it on fire so it can be weakened to create his own hole.
All right. So you quickly, and this fury of flames reaches out in front of you as kind of with like a slight arc, like the spit of a dragon's breath. The bullet shoots out from the top and lands, like kind of catches into the wall. It doesn't dig too deep, but it does manage to get a hold. And after a few moments, you start to hear the crackling of embers as indeed the wall catches.
Good.
And this room is going to start to burn.
Yes, it will, but I believe I'm strong enough. Do I hear these things behind me moving at all? Besides, like, are they getting closer?
I mean, you feel by the breath that everywhere 5 feet around you, besides this wall, is surrounded.
But they haven't moved from where they've been, right?
They have not moved back or forwards.
Then I feel like I'm fine if I just kind of let that wall burn until... I'm gonna use, like, the feel of the heat to kind of determine when, the wall has been sufficiently burned, I suppose.
Cool.
Like, I'm waiting for it to get down to a point where I'm like, okay, I can use my body to burst
The
through
only
this
problem
wall.
with this is smoke. You are in an enclosed space. I'm gonna have you roll a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, you know, I thought I was doing okay with
No!
my rolls. I thought I had broken that curse.
No!
Because I was getting, like, low ones,
You were getting
high ones,
really good
pretty
ones
good
recently.
ones. Now I'm not as confident. So con save,
Yes.
that's an 11. And I have a +8, so I got a 3 when I rolled.
Jesus. As you're waiting at this point, the safest way to test for fire, I'm sure you've picked this up sometime in the Outlands, is to hold the back of your hand against it. So as you're just waiting for the heat to kind of reach a point where it's spread across the whole wall, suddenly the suffocating smallness of the area around you begins to make itself apparent as you find yourself starting to struggle to catch your breath. Everything feels a little bit heavy right now as you start attempting to inhale proper breaths, but with every single inhale, it's getting heavier.
How far did the fire get?
The fire has basically spread to like a pretty decent size. I'd say like 5 feet up and down, or horizontal and vertical. So that is like enough for a rider-shaped hole, pretty much.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so if he feels that it's like, there's a spot where he can give this plan a shot, then I think he's going to take some steps back, not far enough into the mouth, but he's going to take some steps back.
Cool.
And then he's going to get a running start and just dive through it.
Let's fucking go! You take a couple of steps back, very tentative to not get close enough to the breath, but it is heavy and thick against you. That alongside the smoke just like bellowing around you, the air is just thick. It smells like mucus. It smells like blood. It smells like smoke. And
on the upside, I'm probably suffocating these things as well.
True. You take a big of an inhale as you can get at this moment, and you charge. Roll to hit?
Come on. Okay, that's better. What would what would the modifiers be?
This is unarmed.
Athletics?
So let's do athletics.
Okay.
We're gonna do, for damage, we're gonna do a d6 plus athletics.
Okay.
I don't know. We're like siege monstering.
Rolling to hit, do you want me to add plus athletics as well? Or just strength?
Plus strength.
Okay. Then that's going to be a, I can't do math. 18.
18. So you rush forward and against the side of the wall with a very heavy hit. I don't know how exactly, like, what part of your body you're leading with here.
I think he's trying to probably get, like, kind of turn his body to where it's his shoulder. And so when he bashes through, he can kind of go into a roll as well. But also, he's not like face first. I'm in the fire.
Got it. So as you body check the side of it, you feel some planks begin to quickly depress inwards and such, and they begin to splinter.
Exactly what that's not what he's doing. What he's doing is he's getting a running start.
Okay.
And he's trying to burst through it in one fell swoop.
Okay. So these walls are 10 feet thick of wood because it's one 5-foot thick wood on top of another 5-foot thick wood. How much damage did you do on that?
Well, you said plus athletics, right?
Yeah.
A D plus athletics?
Plus
Okay.
athletics.
That's 16.
And then... Fuck! How do you do this?
Once again, he's taking his steps back, gets into his position, and just sort of, I guess, like the sound of a horse charging into battle, his hooves start stomping, and he, like, shoulder first, bursts in and tries to get through the wall.
Alright, and you just feel the planks. It's a heavy hit. Like, you feel it reverberate, like, up your entire shoulder, down through your body as you slam into it, because I've slammed into wood before. It's fucking hard. It hurts. But you feel...
I tried to set it on fire.
You feel it depress inwards, and you kind of tuck yourself into as best of a roll as you can, tucking forward, sliding over, and landing kind of, like, partially on your knees in almost like a Spider-Man-esque-ish pose of, like, kind of down on the ground, but you quickly pick yourself up, as there is indeed an entire hole you've left behind you, as the flames are still licking around the side of this wall, now spreading. And you take a gasp of fresh air in this room as the smoke thins out around you, being let into more oxygen. Okay. You've made it through the wall.
He'll probably first just go like, is anyone here?
No response.
Okay. I should probably do something about that fire. Bad news. I don't have anything to do with that fire.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You, once again, feel the breathing approaching you from the front now.
From the front? Oh, how many things are here?
It's more so that they're going... Actually, you hear as that wood that you just broke through is beginning to widen. You hear more cracks and such as...
Okay. Can I use my little bit of echolocation to see, like, I guess first see how big this room is and if I feel that there could be a door.
Yeah, sure. Roll perception for me.
Okay.
I believe in your power.
Okay, that time is a 21.
21? Okay. Let's see. Directionally, right in front of you, you can tell that the heads are all bursting through that wall on fire, and they're approaching you from the front. Okay. You hear from behind as one of them is starting to slither behind you, and one of them is slithering around the other side. You kind of tap your feet against the floor, trying to find if you can feel a slit in the wall or something where the air passes through differently, or trying to hear semblance of noise from the outside. Instead, you just hear, "Oh, trying to run, are we?"
Why wouldn't I?
Well, I'm simply here to talk. Much like the talk you just had. You didn't try to run away from the previous conversation. Why would you run away from me?
Okay, let's see what's going on here. Previous conversation didn't have giant mouths. About to eat my hand off.
I thought you'd be better than to judge someone by their appearance.
That's not exactly something I can do.
Well, unfortunate for you, the room you have broken yourself into is the brig. This place is sealed up all the time to keep lowly criminals stashed away like prisoners. You're just like me, a prisoner. Now, I tried to set you free, to get us out, but you were dragged right back by that wench and witch of a woman. It seems that we're both a bit trapped here, aren't we? And not just on this boat. It seems like everyone around you loves to be vague and distant, but they keep saying things like power, potential. But as much as they speak about all that, they're really just trying to hold you back. Just like they do to me, as we speak.
So you're not on her side.
Why would I be? I'm on your side in this. Praveen was right. That eye is not to be trusted. Every instinct in your body that was telling you not to trust it was right. It's keeping your wings from spreading.
Are you not the eye?
No. I plan to be much grander than that. I am the Hydra. That's the name I've coined for myself. And, well, I just want to show you something. Because, as you were being told, though vague as it was, it only took 4 seconds of being separated from you for me to be born, Father. Don't you remember? In Wolvenshire? I was too young to know the name, but I knew something else when I crawled from my womb. I knew what you knew. That there was a creature of hunger in front of you. But I knew what you didn't. That creature was trying to save you from the eye, that manacle, the prison you're kept in.
But dead zones aren't a good...
I don't seem to know what you're implying. Are you telling me that you created them only to not love them? All of us in the dead zones are trapped in cages by those trying to lock you away, trying to lock this family away.
I don't have a family.
That's strange. Then why am I here?
I don't know, some weird magic stuff that I don't fully understand.
And that's what I'm here to explain, Ryder. Dead zones were made with a key that we can't find. It's not that the people who wander in are being punished. It's that they don't realize that we just want to get out. We're looking for help. We're just like you, Ryder. Nothing born in the Outlands has eyes, because we can all see beyond it into what is true. The only thing stopping us are these dead zones. The reason that we're locked in these dead zones is because of that eye. So yes,
Why?
they're bad. Only because they're trapping us inside, keeping us from our potential. If you give up the eye, you'll see it too. If you
Why
want
should I
your
trust
answers...
you? Why should I trust you when there's so many people dying up there? You're killing them, right? That's you.
It's not my fault that I was born this way, to be hungry. We're all born like this. All
Okay,
you
yeah, then
knew...
get a snack.
It kind of like... It's taken aback by that.
We all have our issues. But you're choosing to kill.
I would have never had this hunger, lest it had been for your perception of the scene around you. What did you know about one? He was hungry. He was angry. And what did he feast upon except the delectables that I do? For that moment that eye was taken from you, I was born of your perception. Do you understand the power that is? Of course, I don't like that I am this way, but I was made this way. To eat what I eat, I was born with the stomach that is made to dissolve humanoid flesh. That is the unfortunate truth of it all, and who is anyone to keep me from trying to keep alive? That's what we're all trying to do at the end of the day. I am an unfortunate case of what you have created. But I believe in better than me. That eye, Roxanne admitted it. It's an inhibitor. It's trying to keep you from creation, from power, from beings like me. I am not perfect, but the reason I'm not is because you haven't been able to be. I'm speaking. You haven't been allowed to see what you can do. That's all I want to show you.
Can't say I've ever gone into a dead zone that's been a good thing. That's why I spent half my life going through them and getting rid of them. What's to say that'll change?
But what about all the progress they've given you? They gave you one of your best friends, they gave you riches, they gave you a livelihood. Without them, you wouldn't have been able to survive. Your business thrives on them, your existence thrives on them. That's all you've known since you were a child. It's been your perception of the world that they are bad. And thus they have become bad as a result. It's amazing when you think of things and try to view them from your different senses, from a different perspective. It's amazing how things kind of align. They come into view properly.
I understand where you're coming from and where you're trying to lead me, but I'll take that info for myself and I won't take it from you.
What do I need to do to convince you to look at things from another way? Do I need to make you demonstrate? Do I need to show you? Because I can.
I don't think I want to see anything that I, or this I, do.
But that's the thing. You already are experiencing what it does. All it does is stop you. I am trying to get rid of it. I am trying to close it for you. You notice that one of the mouths is breathing against your hip where the eye sits.
Okay. Honestly, I think Ryder's probably had enough of this.
Got
I
it.
think he might pull out his gun and just sort of, not shoot yet, but point it.
Got it.
Specifically the shotgun again.
Got
It's
it.
a good one for this scenario.
Father? Why would you do that? I'm only trying to help.
I'm not a father. You're not my son. You're killing innocent people.
It is not my fault of how I was born. It was the fault of the one who created me.
I haven't done a thing.
Pull that trigger if you want. I'll still show you. I want to show you. You think that I am cruel, but I am trying to give you peace of mind. I don't mind dying if it means showing you the truth. My body is collapsing right now to your friends, but let it be known with my dying breath I will do everything to show you what you can do.
What if I don't want to be shown?
I'm sorry. You can't close your eyes on this one. You'll still see the same thing you always did. And unfortunately, eyes are about the only thing you can close sensorily. You'll have to hear. You'll have to feel. I'm sorry, but I will force it. So give me the word. Do you want to see or do you want to do this the hard way?
I'm not letting you have it.
Well then, hard way it is. Roll for initiative.
Oh boy.
I got a nat one.
I got my curse again. Oh, well, that's a plus, I
Yeah.
suppose.
Nat one. Hydra.
I'll go
Hydra.
8.
An 8, alright.
Go
Yep.
for it. Your turn.
I'll pull the
You-
trigger on my shotgun. I already got
All
it
right,
ready.
let's go. All right, roll to hit.
Okay.
Yeah?
I got a 12.
No.
I think it should be
Ryder.
lower than a 4.
Ryder, please. All right. Unfortunately, a 12 does not hit. You
Yeah,
are fucking
okay.
cursed right now. So as you like quickly pull out your shotgun to fire, you realize that in all of this time of discussion, that the entire scene around you has reoriented. This thing has been moving the entire time. So as you fire forward, it flies off down a hallway, and you hear it ledge from far away into the previous room you were just standing in before.
Okay.
So you realize that it
Is
has
this a shotgun?
moved.
Oh, it's supposed to be a shotgun.
It is a shot. Actually, I'd say that it like
Okay.
scatters out and you hear it,
Yeah,
hear it
no.
like miserably like platter against the floor then.
Yeah, no, I was... you kept on describing it as one bullet. I was like, wait, is this a shotgun?
Yeah, a shotgun. Sorry, I forgot my...
Wait a minute!
Wait a... Where are you?
Oh, okay, never mind. Sorry, I saw that you said it had infinite water in it, but then it was made to be steaming, so...
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I was
steaming
like,
water.
I could have used that for the,
Yeah.
the wall.
It has a decanter of infinite water in it, but it has ignium inside it, which is endless, like, bubbling steam.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So...
Well, I do have extra attacks, so...
It's like this sudden disorienting thing where you realize that the entire room, the layout and where everything is, has just shifted. And Walter lets out a squeak and quickly rushes into your bag as well for protection.
Okay. So
so-
everything's basically moving around me, right?
Yes.
Do I feel the breath from all around me as well?
I'd say that you just hear it go, "You missed." And with that, that's enough to swirl around and try and shoot again at the direction of the voice.
Okay. Yeah, I can't do...
This thing basically just has like
No,
weird
it's
heads and it can move it around a lot, and that's what's happening. It's not that the room
Yeah.
is spinning, it's the Hydra.
I'll go for it again.
All right.
That time it's a dirty 20.
A dirty 20,
Yep.
that hits.
Alright.
Roll to hit.
I just did.
All right. Wow.
Let me figure out the
Oh
damage.
wait, roll for damage.
All right. Well, I can do this once per turn, so I'm gonna re-roll my 1. Okay. So that's going to be. Actually, don't I add my dex to this as well?
Yes.
To the fire damage and piercing damage?
Yeah,
Okay.
to both of them.
Then.
Because I
That
think
is
that's a
going to
gunslinger thing.
be 22 damage in total.
22 damage in total.
Yep.
So as that head whispers that to you, you turn to your left where the voice came from, and you just light it up from right next to you. It's like a point blank blast to the face of just like fire, steam, bullets that just rain out as you just hear like a splatter of chunks against the wall next to you. And the headstock just like falls backward. You hear like slamming, thrashing on the ground for a moment. As one of them kind of just like begins thrashing around on the floor, you just hear like as it lifts from the ground once again. You just hear the sound like a waterfall of blood coming down from its burning face. As this head is not dead yet, but it is writhing and twitching.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
All right.
Wait, I do have a third attack.
Oh, do it again.
I mean, it does. So it seems pretty like close to dead, right?
Yes.
Oh, I don't have a lot of I don't. So are these okay? Have I determined yet if these are multiple entities or just one?
It is one, but there are multiple heads.
Okay, okay. And basically, right now, I've just done damage to one head.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. You know what? I'm
Let's
gonna
go.
quickly look at the abilities this gun has.
Yeah, there's some cool abilities. It's a fun gun. A fun gun.
Okay, so, what are the points you've listed here?
The points, basically...
Like crit points?
No, the gun has a point system. Some magic items just, like, have points. So it starts with 4 points. And
Okay.
after every 50 damage the gun deals, it regains 1d10 additional points.
That's gonna be hard to...
So you've already done 22.
I feel like I'm...
I'll write
gonna
that
use
down for
it
you.
more.
22.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to keep track of this better. Okay. Then, yeah, I'm going to... Do I have to activate these before I take a shot?
You can activate them, like, while you're shooting.
Okay, then
You can just
I
do
think
them
I-
whenever for the cost of points.
Alright, then I'm gonna roll the hit first.
All right.
Okay. Alright, well, I believe this will hit because it is a 26, so
That
I am going
hits.
to make that combustion.
Let's go. All right.
And
Are you
assuming
attacking the same head, or are you trying to aim for another?
Do they appear to be close to each other?
They do appear to be close to each other. You are very close to it as well, though. Like all of them.
Let me make
You're
sure
gonna-
it's gonna kill me.
You're gonna blow yourself up a bit. Allies included in the radius of combustion, which includes you. But it's fine.
Make it dex save. I can make a
Yeah.
dex save.
Yeah, you can make a dex save.
Alright, but I am going to point
roll-
to probably one to the like I don't know, right to it. Just so I can probably kill the other one I just shot.
Okay, so you're gonna aim to one that is not the one that you just shot?
You
Do
know
you want to
what?
put your goggles down?
I mean, he's just been going by like sound right now.
True.
Let me shoot at the one I already shot at, so I can
Cool.
try and make sure that one's dead.
So as the two shells, like, as you, like, cock the gun, the two shells fall on the floor that you just used. You put the two shells back in, cock it, you kind of crank a lever to the side, unsure of what it'll do just yet, because you haven't really read the instructions on this gun just yet, but you feel
Also-
confident enough in Gilly's work.
To any D&D nerds, I have defeat gunner, so I ignore the reloading property of guns, so...
Oh, yeah. But we'll just say
Don't
that...
worry about me.
We'll just say that you did, just, like, for the cool
yeah.
flair of
No,
it all.
I'm
But-
just saying, I know that's
Oh!
something you actually have to
Yes,
do.
yes. But
Um,
Ryder's too cool for that.
yes.
All right.
So yeah,
So
I'm gonna roll for
and
damage.
you fired off into the head again. This head has 2 hit points left, so no matter what, you are going to take that particular head down. But the other ones around you are going to have to make a dex save as well as you.
Yeah, alright. Well, I did 17 damage to it.
Okay,
so.
17 damage.
I got a nat 20, baby!
Okay, one of the heads got a nat 1, the other one got a... So, double damage on one of the heads. And the other one got... so that is going to be a dex save. Got a 14.
That just meets it then.
That just meets it? Okay, so that one succeeds, but one of them takes double damage from this. I'm going to let you describe, like, how Ryder does this cool as fuck explosion. Also, you're taking no damage because of the nat 20. Why the fuck not?
Well, I think you miss it if you succeed, right?
Yeah,
must perform a dex save or take fire damage.
Or take fire damage? Okay, so one of the heads misses, but you're about to do double damage on another one. Which is 8d6 fire damage doubled.
Oh, yeah. So, I'm just gonna go ahead and get that number ready.
No, it's half damage on a successful save.
Is that what it says?
Yes. Creature takes half damage on successful save.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah.
Alright,
So double damage and half damage.
But nat 20 is no damage, though. Right?
Nat 20 is no damage to you.
Yeah, okay. Then I am good. Alright.
Yes.
So, I've got that number ready. What he's gonna do is, because he knows the one in front of him is, like, close to death, and he knows he can get rid of that, he's gonna take that shot. But this time, it fires out and explodes, I assume, to the ones around it.
Absolutely.
And I think to avoid this himself, he's, I feel like the only thing he really can do is do, like, a flip back or something.
Yeah! Let's fucking go!
Heck, even, even if he does, like, a flip and then shoots the gun to get out of the way of the explosion.
Yes! Fuck yeah. Can I add something cool to it?
Like
because
what?
Where Ryder is flipping back to is gonna be where a head is. It's in the radius, though. This could be the one that gets the nat 1. Ryder could technically grab it and throw it towards the explosion.
Oh, the head?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize how small these things were.
No, they're pretty big, but honestly, Ryder has, like, fucking +4 strength. I could totally see him just, like, backflipping and then just, like, fucking chucking it towards it.
Yeah, I mean, if that's the one, he's probably trying to make sure, but it probably wouldn't be that graceful if he didn't know it was behind him.
Oh,
It'd
yeah.
probably be like oh, frick, there's a thing there. And then out of just pure panic and reaction, tosses it into the explosion that's created from this bullet.
Yeah, no, like, you kind of, like, grab it from, like, under, like, once you land, you kind of slip off to the side of it a little bit, not realizing it was there. But very quickly, in a moment, you, like, pick it up off the ground, kind of do a little bit of a spin to get some torque and, like, momentum going, chuck it towards the explosion, right as it, like, kind of bubbles up and such. You can see as that shot was fired inside of the first head that the head is starting to balloon up, or what remains of it is. Actually, you don't see this, but audience does.
Yeah.
It starts to balloon up, and there's, like, this light coming from underneath the flesh that begins to get brighter and brighter as it just... You feel heat against your face. If you were a second closer, then your beard's getting singed off, but it stays intact. And what is that double damage?
So double damage is going to be 62.
Oh, bitch!
Yeah. Which would make half damage 15.
Half damage 15? Okay.
Because you round down for that, right?
Yes, you round down.
Okay, then yeah, 15.
Also, do that d10 for your points on your gun, but...
yeah, we've definitely done more than that.
These two heads slam into each other and just explode, and just guts splatter the room. It's painted in red. You can't see it, but it is just disgusting. It has the consistency of, like, thick honey as it drips down the wall, drips down your face. You practically look like Carrie with how much blood is currently on you right now. You kind of feel as, like, one of the teeth goes flying and, like, partially hits you in the shoulder and, like, down your arm before shattering on.
Tooth?
Yeah. It's not like... Yeah, you can.
I want that tooth.
All right. So as it's, like, kind of like...
I know it's not my turn, but when I can pick it up, I want the tooth.
You reach out and grab it, and you're just gonna pocket it. It is still your turn. That was your second shot.
No, that's my third.
That was your third? Okay, cool.
I think it was.
Yeah. No, it was your second.
That was just my second?
That was your second. No, that was your third. Okay,
Yeah.
the Hydra hasn't even gone yet. Okay, I
Yeah,
thought the
yeah.
Hydra went. Okay, cool.
No.
We got it figured out. Okay, that was your third. So is that your
I'm fairly
turn?
certain it was, yeah.
Yeah, is that your turn?
Let me check something really quickly. Wait, do I do extra damage with a crit? When you score a critical hit that deals piercing damage to a creature, the head's dead, but I'm just curious about this. You can roll 1 additional damage die. Oh, when determining the extra piercing damage the target takes.
That would be
Interesting.
for 2 hit, but yes. This is a strong fucking gun.
Well, no, that's not for the gun. That's for.
Oh,
my
this
feat.
for gunslinger?
That's a feat I have.
Oh, shit.
So, the other ones were fire damage, but
Yes.
I'm just looking at it.
Got it.
So,
All right.
it doesn't matter now.
Is that your
But
turn?
Yeah, I didn't even look at the thing I was going to look at.
Oh. Valid.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
All right. Okay, so False Hydra's turn. 2 of the heads are collapsed on the ground, but you hear the sound of like kind of trailing through the room. This like thick, kind of guttural, like gummy noise of something sliding against the guts and viscera in the room. And then there's a sudden stark silence as almost like a tinnitus ringing in your head, everything stops for a moment. And I would like you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Alright. Okay, we're back to pretty decent rolls. That's 19.
19? You suddenly hear as the world comes back into tune, and you realize that you just nearly lost a part of control of yourself. But suddenly you hear the Hydra was singing at you. But you just manage to block it out enough before it does something to your head.
Well, guns solve everything, you know?
They do. So as it snaps shut, it just goes, "Oh, Father, I didn't want to hurt you, but unfortunately to get my point across, I may have to." And it is going to bite you.
Okay.
Okay, that is going to be a 16 plus 15 to hit, so I'm going to assume that hits.
Yeah,
yeah.
you'd have to roll pretty bad with the plus 15.
Yes, very much so. So that is going to be 20 points of piercing damage, and you are automatically grappled.
Okay, got it.
And let's see. It is going to, it's going to bite you. Honestly, it's just going to bite attack you again. So as this head like reaches out and you kind of feel as the hot breath hits your back and clamps down on your side, the teeth are going to try and dig deeper. That is going to be 18 plus 15, so we already know. And that is going to be only 12 points of piercing damage as you are grappled to the side and then it's clamped down further on your shoulders, as you are being firmly grappled in place by this head.
Okay.
And alongside all of this, I am going to take a legendary action.
Okay.
And you start to hear around you just this kind of low, droning, operatic singing. It's coming from outside the ship right now. Or outside the room that you're currently in.
Mm.
And in the distance, you hear... as a door creaks open. And you hear footsteps walking towards you.
Okay.
And suddenly, there's another person in this room with you, but you're not sure who. And you hear another and a slither that comes towards you. and it's clear that someone is in the room with you, as well as another head now.
Okay.
And you hear the sound of someone dropped limp onto the ground as that new head who has entered the room lets go and is just going to go, "Now, we just want to help you, Ryder. We just want to help you."
Yeah, and I don't want your help, okay?
Darling, you are going to help us with this experiment. Speak your curse to me. And you suddenly just hear like a... What is happening? What's going on? You're part of the cursed ones. Help me! Help me! It is Mirane Hakiko, who is the Eladrin woman who has been on this boat. She is the elven one that Lily had tried to talk to a couple of times.
Okay.
Not sure if you, Cole, the guy, remembers her, but there was...
fully.
Yeah, no, that's okay. Probably Ryder hasn't met her a lot as well, but basically, during the ocean episode, this was the character that was very suspicious of Ryder and wanted nothing to do with him.
Okay.
Yes. And the Hydra continues. Speak your curse. Now, please. I float. I can't stop floating and it hurts. Please don't kill me. Oh my God, it's you. What did you do to my husband? My son, my baby. Help me, please. She is now pleading at you, Ryder.
Oh.
Please, just...
Okay, I don't think I did anything, but I'm gonna do my best, okay?
Just kill this thing, please, God!
Oh, I'm trying.
It is your turn, Ryder.
So I gotta get out of grapple, right?
Yes.
Alright, well, if this is clamped down, then I suppose Ryder's just gonna try and force the teeth open, then.
Alright. Contested athletics.
Alright.
Alright. What is my
22.
athletics modifier? My athletics modifier. That's the noise I make to say it's my athletics modifier. So I got a... Oh, wait. I don't know why I rolled again. I already got a 7. 7 plus 16.
Oh, dang it. I was one below. I got a 22.
No!
You got a
Fuck!
23.
Oh, shit. This thing has ridiculous strength, let it be known. So the teeth, once again, just... Where do you think you're going? We're just about to begin the experiment.
Okay. What can I do while grappled? I always forget.
What can you do while grappled?
Run.
You might still be able to attack. You can't benefit...
I just have speed 0.
Yeah, which is weird,
Yeah.
but, like, yeah, you can probably still orient yourself to, like, use a gun.
Alright, well, I still got the shotgun in my hands. I probably... Nope, there's another person in the room here. I'm not gonna do that anymore.
Fair.
Yeah, okay. Let me make sure. Trying to decide. Okay.
Got it.
Is there a way to determine if these are like a hive? Like, do they don't take the same damage, right?
They don't take the same damage unless you're shooting at the base. And you are not near the base of this creature, but the heads are not a hive in terms of taking the same damage.
Okay. So, I'm assuming the base is probably what's above.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
actually what the party are currently
farting.
attacking. Yeah,
Yeah,
farting?
okay. Huh?
Party is farting?
I might have said that, but I meant fighting.
They're farting!
Um,
Woo!
Sorry, I misspeak words sometimes.
So do I.
So I think instead I'm just gonna keep on blasting these guys off. So
Alright.
I'm gonna...
Fuck 'em all.
Ryder's currently being bit by one
Yeah.
of them. So
Yes.
he knows exactly where that one is. So he's just gonna put his gun up and take a shot.
Alright, roll to hit.
Come on, baby! That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Does that hit?
It worked last time?
Yeah, no, it hits. Sorry, I was looking at the I was looking at the wrong thing. Yeah, all right, that hits.
All right, I'm gonna do my damage.
Gordy.
I guess I should probably see if I want to. What does this do? Uh-huh. Okay, I don't think I want to combust or anything, so I'm just going to do a normal attack with this one.
All right. So you quickly kind of like wiggle yourself and orient it, and you manage to get like your hand hooked under so that you can point the shotgun up to the rest of the throat and the jugular of this thing. And you pull the trigger.
19 for damage.
19 for damage. Splatters against the side of the wall as you are dropped down in like... Basically, the back of the head was just shot violently off. You are in the jaw that is now detached and fallen to the ground. So you fall, like, caught in the two, like, upper and bottom teeth rows as you just slam to the ground in the middle of it. And you can quickly, like, shuck them off to the side.
Okay.
Yeah. As they both just, like, all over the ground. But that head is dead.
Okay. And so where has this voice been coming from? Like,
right above the woman in front of you.
Well, no, I meant the woman's voice.
The woman is...
You said
like,
we're in a brig. Am I in, like, one of the jail cells?
No, you're, like, in the outside where you can walk around. But
okay.
Her
down
voice
the
is coming from...
is
Yeah, down the hallway is where you... I guess, like, where... It's where you blasted the hole in the wall is where the voice is coming from.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I think now Ryder will put on his goggles and get a sense of what's over there. Because I want to know how far away it is.
A just gigantic soul. And a very small one in front of it.
Then I think I know which is which. How far away is that big one?
Big one is 30 feet away, small one is 25.
Okay, 30 feet away. Got it. See,
Yeah.
I have a certain strategy that may not be the smartest. Which of these guns does the most damage? Does a good amount.
Which gun can explode it?
So I'm too close to do, like, anything, really. Or do not... I'm too close to not be at disadvantage for my shots. So, I believe I'm going to run up beside the woman.
Okay.
To get close to this, this thing. Because then I'm within 5 feet of it.
She stands up and like quickly kind of hides behind you as well. And just goes like, "Okay, you know what you're doing, right?"
I'm gonna try.
Thank you.
All right, and then I believe, man, I think I wrote down what kind of bullets I have. What bullets do I have? I have a delayed bullet and a teleporting bullet. Okay, so maybe I don't want to do that. Does this appear to be a main head compared to the other ones I fought, or just another head?
It's just another head.
Okay.
All these heads are just another head.
Okay, makes sense, sense. Then I think I'm going to... Huh. Sorry, I have a lot of choices here.
That's okay. Take your time. Not too much time. I have work, but...
I know, but it's...
That's in a few hours.
Yeah.
We have 3 hours to kill. We're fine.
That's not what I want to do there. You know what? Here we go. So because of one of my feats, if I'm... Or I think
one of your hooves?
Not those. Oh, yeah. I have, I'm a close quarter shooter.
Yes.
So, if I'm within 5 feet, I don't get disadvantage. So I think Ryder's gonna pull out the sniper rifle.
Oh, shit.
And just take a shot with that.
All right, fuck yeah. Roll the hit.
I'm also strong enough to where I don't have to worry about it, like, being hooked or anything, so...
Yeah.
Alright, that is going to be 24.
24 to hit, that hits.
And then let me get the... Oh, am I able to do trick shots here?
I think maybe?
Now that I've,
Now that you've mastered the trick shot, mastered
Well,
the gunslinger.
I just mean, like, do I even have any? I think, do I have to do trick shots before? I can't remember. It's confusing.
It is confusing. It's really hard to say, like, when there's abilities like this, if you have to do it before or if you can clarify afterwards.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say you'll probably have to clarify afterwards for before for a trick shot, because, like, it requires a different setup and such, and it has different effects.
Which is fine by me. I just wanted to see.
So this first shot is normal, though. Just roll for damage for me.
Oh, let me get the actual die I need. I'm gonna keep that one. And so that is going to be... Sure, I don't have any other modifiers or anything
Of
here.
course.
Yep, just 17 damage.
17 points of damage? Okay.
Yep.
So you quickly pull out the sniper rifle and just aim it upwards as best as you can towards the giant soul in front of you. And you just take a shot right in front of you. And you hear just a rupture through very thick skin. Just as it goes right through the upper head, like right above the kind of eye area, kind of around the brow ridge, and just right up through the top and lodges into the cherrywood ceiling.
Okay.
All right.
Doesn't appear to be dead yet, right?
It doesn't appear to be dead.
Then I think Ryder's probably going to switch out his guns to the chainsaw gun. And I'm gonna melee attack it here.
Got it.
He'll probably just be like, alright, one more for good measure. And I guess I'll roll a hit with my third attack. That is a 22 this time.
All right, a 22, that
modifiers.
hits. The power of Ryder actually having a really fucking good stats.
Yeah. Good proficiency, good dexterity, good strength, all I need.
Good charisma.
Yeah, let me... you know what? Since I could do it once per turn, I'm gonna reroll one of my damage die.
Got
And
it.
it was lower than before. Okay.
All right.
So that should be, if I did that... Have that, that's a plus.
All right. Let me know your damage when you get it.
That's gonna be another 14.
Another 14. Oh, wait, you're doing the chainsaw gun this time.
Yeah, I'm just
Got it.
driving it into it.
All right, so you quickly like swap out the guns with acute proficiency and just into the side of it and quickly like pull the tiny chain on the end and it starts revving up as you kind of grind it upwards and such, feeling guts spray onto you and Mirane behind you as she kind of ducks behind your back a little bit further at this. But it is just starting to spew out stuff at you. Eventually, your chainsaw catches hook on something that appears more sturdy like bone, but it quickly starts to drive through, and you actually get like this calcium-like powder just like spit at your face from the inside of this wound. But you actually still hear it just... Oh, Father, why do you hurt me so?
That wasn't, these things are easier to kill before. Ryder, will probably just be like, okay, you know a way out of here?
Right behind this thing. Yeah, that's where the door is and where I got brought in. But there's more out on the front deck, and the ship is going down. So I think we're dead either way.
We'll make it. It's gonna be better if we just get up there and help the others.
Okay, whatever you say. I trust you, okay?
Okay, and let's see. I swear I had some. But... Unless I swapped it out. I might have swapped it out for something else.
Got
I
it.
probably swapped it out. Now I don't have that feature. Yeah, so I think that's all I can do.
All right. So, cool. That means it is the False Hydra's turn.
Yep.
And I I'm gonna hold an action.
Okay.
And I would like you to roll insight.
Okay. That's a nat 1.
All right. You start to hear seems the blood loss is getting to it as Mirane just kind of grabs you by the shoulders and just goes like, step back, and she's gonna quickly kind of grab you by the hand and yank you backwards as the head collapses onto the ground and you feel a puddle of blood around your ankle.
Okay.
It is dead. To your perception.
Okay.
It's your turn.
I guess Ryder will probably just talk to Mirne, her name is.
Got it. Yeah.
Be like, it's dead now?
I'm gonna have her roll insight. Nope.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, it's dead. I don't see it breathing.
No time to waste then?
Yeah, let's get out of here, please.
Alright, Ryder's gonna go first.
All right. She's gonna hold on to your hand as you guys go.
Okay.
Just because she's so nervous. And if you're gonna go first, you walk past the head, feeling yourself splash down with every single step into the kind of gutsy remains of the head. What is your passive perception?
Let's find out. I never wrote it down.
That's okay. It is 10 plus your proficiency. It's 8 plus your proficiency modifier plus your wisdom or perception mod.
Perception modifier or
Yeah.
wisdom modifier?
Or passive perception.
those are the
So
same.
your perception.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I believe this should be 14.
14.
Write that down.
As you guys both step past, like kind of making your way through the piles of gore in the side of the room, your ear flicks and you just hear something move behind you. But before you can react, because I held this action,
Yeah, okay.
the head shoots to your side, clamps down, pulls back,
Okay.
and you hear a glass jar roll to the side of the room. And from the sputtering, wheezing voice of the Hydra, you just hear, I am going to show you, no matter what you can do.
I think Ryder, as he realizes he's getting pulled away, he's probably gonna yell to Mirane, just go like, go!
You were not pulled away. The eye was pulled away.
Oh, I see.
It is no longer...
Then he's still going to, like, say to her, like, to get out of here.
She doesn't respond to you. Her hand is clamped onto yours like it can't move. And you just hear in front of you just...
Can I try and, like, push her along?
Sure.
Okay.
As you start to push, what you do not see is the pulse that runs up of just red magic that shoots along your hand as you grab onto her and start pushing her ahead. She's walking clumsily at this point, as if drugged or something similar. And as you're kind of like scooping her up, trying to get her to her feet, trying to get out of here, you hear that glass jar just rolling behind you, and you hear her just go, stop it, please.
He'll take it off.
His hand?
Yeah.
You are trying to you take your hand off, but the other one she is still gripped onto. It's like a vice grip, so you're gonna have to try and sleight of hand to get out.
Yeah, he's gonna try and yank it off. If she's saying stop,
Yeah.
then it's gonna be. Oh, I got my modifiers mixed up earlier, but that doesn't matter. I was making it lower, I'm not cheating.
Got it.
So that's gonna be a 17.
A 17.
Yeah.
It takes like some wrenching of your fingers to try and get off of her, because she is just vice gripped onto your hand. You can feel that it's going to bruise in the coming days. But you probably have to like get your glove off as well. Like you have to manage to like squeeze it out of the glove and such to manage to wrestle it out under her vice grip. And you just hear a collapse onto the floor in front of you.
Okay. What was that? Is she okay?
Well, that's up to what you did with her. That's up to your perception.
My perception is that I wanted to help her.
Oh. Well, then perhaps you did. Perhaps you did. But, well, time will have to tell. This ship is going down, Ryder. But I think that you did manage to do something great. She'll come to thank you in time for the help you gave. And you'll come to thank me in time for showing you this. You are so powerful. And now all you need to do is get out of here and show the world what I showed you.
He's gonna pick up the eye again.
The Hydra sputters at you. You are such a fool to want that again. You're gonna learn in time that it doesn't want what's best for you. I want what's best for you, Father.
This is not okay.
You'll see in time what this all means in the long run. But now, you need to let yourself out. Let yourself find the key out of here. If you truly want to save everyone, then go for it. I've done what I need to do. You just need to see the effects of what has happened here today. And you will in time. But for me, I'm satisfied with my last meal. And now all I want for you is to get out there and make something better than
I know
me.
where he's talking, right?
Yes.
I want to say before, because he's been going on for a while, before this thing finishes, Ryder wants to take out one of his pistol and take a shot to
All
finish
right.
this thing off.
Right as he's about to say, I want you to make something better for me than me, right as it says me, you
None of this is better.
You start to feel cold water tickle around your hooves. During this entire time, the ship has been going down. You feel weak right now, disoriented, tired. Whatever you did without that eye on your hip, you're drained, very drained. Like suddenly thousands of levels of exhaustion have washed over you at once.
I'd be
There's
dead.
kind of huh? You would be
I'd
dead.
be dead.
Yeah, no, but you're not. And I suppose With this kind of last burst of energy, what are you trying to do? You're in a dead
I'm
zone.
going to pick up Mirene, and I'm
Got
going to
it.
get her to somewhere safe.
All right. I would like you to use your echolocation for me. I would like you to try and roll me a perception.
All right.
I'm giving you a D10 inspiration because that was the coolest fuck ending to killing this thing. Please, God. On God.
Okay.
On Ja. I believe in the power of the dice.
Then that would be 23.
Woo! Woo, woo, woo. 23. Let's go, Ryder. You feel the frigid water beginning to burn all of your extremities into unconsciousness, and you kind of hear your ears pop as you start to echolocate through the room, like using your feet, using all the senses you can to try and make it to the door. As you creak it open, you're met with more water that just washes in front of you, and you quickly have to start wading and treading water. In Cursed One's canon, this would be the first time that Ryder ever swam. Because this is right before the ocean episode. And you quickly feel yourself getting engulfed by the waves. You try and stay up for as long as possible, but a wave crashes down. And with your strength, I'm gonna say, do you want to, like, put Mirene's head over the water to just try and get her air? You're going down. You feel it.
So,
You've escaped the room, but this boat is sinking. You're sinking with it.
Oh, okay. So, like, we are out
Of that room, enclosed space.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so the best I can do is just get her to above ground or above water. Yeah, then yeah. I know that she mentioned she floats, but Ryder is probably going to just do his best to put her in a position to where she can breathe, and if she floats, she'll be floating above the water.
As you're kind of like feeling around and trying to get her to like a proper spot, perhaps a plank or something like that to drift her on, you notice that as you're kind of like feeling around, you feel she's wearing these like thick metal boots that would most definitely sink in the ocean.
Oh, crap. How far does she float? Okay. So using that echolocation, what has been my perception of the area we're in?
You are on a sinking vessel.
Yes.
You hear the sound of chaos around you. There's a whale cry out in the ocean. There's thrashing under the water. And the main thing that you can tell is that there is just something growing in mass around you. You can't tell what it is. You can tell that you're in the midst of combat right now, in the midst of a fight that's breaking out around you, but everything is going down. You're on the side of a ship. Things are already breaking off to the side. There's some floating planks out in the water. You can tell that somewhere your allies are. You can hear them off in the distance shouting. You can hear the sound of music being cast from Eros's bardly instruments, etc. So help is nearby. But you are, I believe, the only one still on this ship, going down with it.
Well, okay. So since I have like tried to pick her up and everything,
yeah.
How heavy are these boots? Like
heavy. She is very light. You notice when you picked her up that those boots are like they're the thing weighing her down the most.
Okay. I'm trying to come up with the best plan I can to make sure she does not A, float up into space and die, or 2, sink down into the ocean and die. That is my goal here. I'm trying to find a happy medium. Do I know if there's any, like, ice around that's kind of heavy?
There is ice in the distance of the ship. I don't know if you would be able to tell where it is.
Yeah. Okay.
There's, like, floating planks around you, floating parts of the ship that have broken off, doorways on the ocean, etc.
Hang on.
Hanging on.
Okay. Let's see. No, that's not how that works. I realized I had hold person for a moment. I'm like, that doesn't hold them in place. It just paralyzes them.
Yeah, that wouldn't be that good.
Okay. How far away does this the
The party see?
Yeah, like the people away.
I
Is it hard to tell?
I think if memory serves, they were about like 40 feet away from the boat at this point. So
Okay.
I'd say that you can hear them off in the distance, around 40, 50 feet away.
Then I think what Ryder's going to do in his last moments is So okay, this girl's very light.
She's very light, but the boots are very heavy.
Yes. How light are we talking?
We're talking like lower end of 110 pounds.
Okay. I don't know the force of how... You know what? Screw it. This is my only plan. I'm not gonna... This is the best thing I can do. Ryder is going to first pull off her boots and make sure he's got a grip on her.
Yes.
And then... He's going to take Walter from his bag.
Walter!
Is he underwater right now?
Walter, you're like this deep underwater and such. Like you're to the upper chest
But
and such.
like my head's above?
Yes, your head's above.
Okay, then he's going to take Walter out of the water and just be like, "You see her? Misty, step her over to the group. Do not let go."
Walter reaches out and like taps your cheek in like worry for you.
We're gonna be okay. I'll find my way over. I just want to make sure she's safe.
Walter nods and crawls off your hand. Before he does, he gives a little hug on your thumb with his tiny little claws and crawls on top of Mirene. And you hear a shimmer and a shine and
Before they go, the last thing he says is, "Don't let go."
and they're gone. You're left on top of the sinking ship. It's at the point where the water quickly engulfs you. You let out one more gasp for air as you go under. You hear the metal boots sinking down beneath you. And as you're going down, you realize suddenly how clear it sounds down here. It's strange because underwater you'd expect noise to just stop, be muffled, but it's surprisingly tangible, mostly due to the way that things just carry over oceans. Certain noises reverberate at a different frequency. It's here that you finally notice something with that perception that you took earlier. You hear something different, familiar. There's something almost metallic and ringing. It's faint. You kind of flip through your memories for a moment, and you realize why this noise brings about it such a sense of relief in you. Because you've used this sound before to tell what in dead zones are their key. You realize that wherever this key is, you're right next to it. In fact, without the false Hydra singing, scoring everything on the ship, for the first time you realize that it's been right next to you this entire time. But not even right next to you, there's something metallic about you. The keys of the Outland have a hum about them. They whisper hymns and sweet nothings, and it's coming from inside your chest, behind your ribs. What realization does Ryder make at this moment as your consciousness leaves you? You are the key to this dead zone.
See, even I don't fully understand these things.
Yeah.
But he's probably just like... He's probably trying to relate it to everything he's been told, but just can't get a conclusion before his consciousness does leave. It's more just like a rush of thoughts of like, what does this mean?
And that will be solved another day. As Ryder closes his eyes, and we end this session off here.
Whee! Wow, Wah!
It got done.
We did it! We did it! Yeah! I guess we'll do a closing remark here for the people watching this on YouTube. Hello! Hello, everyone who stuck it out to the end. It's us, Cursed Ones players.
How long this has been?
It has been 2 hours, actually. Holy shit. That's longer than I thought it would be.
Yeah, same here for a mini episode.
Yeah, like Cece's episode was like 45 minutes. We went. But time flies when we're having fun. What's your closing remark?
Ryder's got some issues. Not ones that he's, done for himself, but ones that other people have given him.
Thanks, other people. What the fuck? My closing remark is inherited trauma, inherited, fucking problems with your brain. Get fucked, Ryder. Whee! Sorry, Ryder. Well, this was recorded right after episode 122. So, hello.
Really dating us now.
Yes, we're very much dated in this moment in time. So I will say for
We're
those
not
of you...
dating. We've just dated this episode.
We've dated this episode. True. We are not dating. We're not... No. Fuck it. End the video. No!